Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. You know what? Things are beginning to heat up, of course. This is the week of the combine. The workouts actually start out Thursday. Interviews and everything else start, I believe, tomorrow with the physicals and the workouts and stuff in the gym. So there's a lot of things that are going on, and you'll hear a lot of news coming out. Thursday will be Brian Schottenheimer's press conference. Well, he'll be basically his big introduction by himself. We always have Jerry Jones in Gray Lady, the Dallas Cowboys mobile headquarters. He's always in there talking about, glory holes and we're going all in, but we're not going all in this year. We're in a win now mode, so make sure you get that straight. But we're beginning to see, we're hearing that Osa Ndigizula's contract, that some talks have begun on that. They're going to do that first, and then they're going to come back around to Micah. But we also have some clarifications. You may recall 2 years ago that the Dallas Cowboys decided to trade with San Francisco the fourth round pick to bring in Trey Lance. They viewed Trey Lance as a guy that was a first round talent, though he didn't have much experience going into the NFL from college and so on. They thought that fourth round pick was worth the cost of it to try and get him here. And he was here for 2 years and basically didn't do anything. He had flashes where he looked good, but he was definitely a turnover machine and cost the Cowboys $5.3 million this year, more than your backup quarterback, Cooper Rush, who he could never supplant. At the moment, the Cowboys have one quarterback under contract, and the question begs is Trey Lance or Cooper Rush coming back? I would say Cooper Rush probably would be the one to come back. That is, if he's not pissed off at the Cowboys for playing Trey Lance the last game of the season, which prevented him from getting a $250,000 bonus. Be that as it may, we're beginning to get some clarification that the Cowboys are looking to draft a quarterback this year. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! I know the Dak Prescott haters, there we go, yes, we're going to get a quarterback this year and get rid of that wacky Dak. No, that's not it. We're talking about a quarterback that you can try and develop. That'll be a backup because at the moment, you don't have anything. You got Dak. You'll probably bring back Cooper Rush, but you want to have another option there, and you never know. It could be a situation where you're looking at depth and becomes Dak Prescott, which has to be one of the most underrated fourth-round picks in the NFL because nobody thought that Dak Prescott would even make it past the first year being on the team, much less becoming the highest paid player in the NFL. Be that as it may, let's go through here and understand. First of all, let me clarify this. This is not Dak Prescott's replacement unless you just end up getting lightning in a bottle, which is few and far between. But that's not to say that they don't find a Brock Purdy or a Dak Prescott. And this will probably be late in the draft since we don't have a fourth-round pick this year. We don't have a fourth-round pick this year because we traded that one for Jonathan Mingo. So look for this to be like a Ben DiNucci type pick where it's like 6 or 7. But be that as it may, let me go ahead and read to you exactly what we're talking about here. We can change camera angles here and change up mics. And let me know, does this mic sound better than the other one? Dak Prescott will be the highest paid player in the NFL this year. That is, until somebody else does, and Brock Purdy is scheduled to be paid as well. That doesn't leave much money to spread around his backups, which directly impacts Lance and Cooper Rush, who are both free agents. Stephen Jones, the chief operating officer and co-owner, doesn't expect Lance to return. You notice how we see this right now? I've been seeing this more lately in articles and stuff, and he was introduced as co-owner. I don't recall Stephen Jones being called co-owner before the last couple of months. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like we've got a succession plan where he will become the owner upon Jerry Jones no longer being the owner. I'm just saying. Okay, so just sorry, I didn't mean to stop there, but I needed to stop there. We took a shot on Trey Lance, and we wanted to do that. Told the Dallas Morning News at the Combine, where is my cursor? We think the world of Trey, but us having Dak signed for the long term, I think we're probably going to be looking for something different. The Cowboys acquired Trey Lance from San Francisco 18 months ago and ahead of the team's final preseason game. His only full season in training camp with the Cowboys came last season. Lance played in just 4 games and had 1 start in his time with the Cowboys. He completed 25 of 41 for 266 yards with 1 interception and was sacked 4 times. He rushed for 41 yards on 11 carries. New head coach Brian Schottenheimer and quarterback coach Steve Simcoe have mentioned to Jones they would like to select a quarterback in April to develop. I think one of our goals I'm sorry, I got to get in Stephen Jones. I think one of our goals is to get a young quarterback in the draft, Jones said. I don't know where that's going to be. That's why we gave a 4th-round pick for Trey. It seems like all these quarterbacks, even guys we have in the 4th round, go in the 1st. They're always so much higher than what you'd think. And with Rush, who's completed a 9-5 record while filling in for Dak Prescott in his career with the Cowboys, you know how much we think of Cooper. We just know that he's going to cost. Here we go again. And when we're paying Dak what we're paying him, unfortunately, we do have to go cheap there. Oh, my goodness. Did he say cheap? Hold it. Oh, shit. He usually says, value pick. He said cheap. We got to go cheap there. Okay. So shout out to David Moore for getting that tad bit from the Combine that the Cowboys are moving on from Trey Lance. Trigger Trey. Hey, Ray, I'm sorry. Trigger Trey's gone no more. He's gone. Ray. Trigger Trey is gone. And that was a waste of $5.3 million last year, getting a potential running back in the draft or having paid Derrick Henry. So the Cowboys are turning the page on that mistake, and hopefully we'll do better. So the Cowboys seem to be getting to work now. The interesting part on this is that what he's actually saying is, or somebody is saying, is that Brian Schottenheimer is kind of saying, we'd like to draft a quarterback to develop. And that they're actually listening. The fact that they're actually talking, maybe indirectly, at least they're talking to Osa, at least letting you know, we'd like to have you back. I'm going to say all those things are good things. We'll see where we go from here. Peace out.